Good morning, everyone. Welcome. So it's got about a minute to go. So while we're waiting, let's make sure we have what we need. Your props, blocks, low footstool, low chair, your blanket, folded blanket or a cushion to sit on, or pad your knees. Remember, whatever you need that will help bring the earth up towards you, or be near a wall, and you can always rest your hand or your foot against the wall for balance. So always connecting with something to assist and support you in your asana. Coming into your comfortable seat, your sukhasana. Grounding down through your sit bones. And always sitting on something because it'll help lengthen and lift you slightly so that you are able to open through your knees and hips a little bit more. So there's this gentle slope here. Draw up your ears, your shoulders up towards your ears and slide them down and away, and that will help open up your heart space. Let's come into our Apan Mudra, middle and ring finger touching thumb, ring finger, little finger and index slightly extended. And you can have your palms face down or face up. Today I'm choosing to have my palms face up for a little bit of lifting energy, uplifting energy for myself. Let's take the first few moments of our time together to connect with the breath. Observe your natural rhythm for the moment, the quality of your breath. Notice the depth of that breath. Follow the journey of the in-breath to where it rests. And then follow the journey of the out-breath from where it comes, from where it originates. Do you have the sense that you're breathing up here in your upper chest? Perhaps lower down your rib cage. Or maybe you have the sense that you're breathing from your belly, your abdomen. Notice which place you're breathing from. And breathing to. Observe whether the depth of your breath correlates with the pace of your breath. So if your breath feels short, is it a little fast? If your breath feels longer, is your breath slow? The length of the breath and the depth of the breath move in harmony. So consciously observe if you can begin to lengthen and deepen your breath. It may mean that you have a slower count to your breath. How does that make you feel? Notice how the breath makes you feel in your body. Notice if your breath makes a sound. Can you hear the rush of breath, the back of your throat? That ocean sounding breath. So breathe into the back of your throat. And then allow the breath to travel down. And when you breathe out, allow the breath to travel and journey to the back of your throat. And out through your nose. So when the breath passes through the throat, slightly constrict the throat so that you can sense the movement of the breath there. That internal ha sound. Ha, the ha in hatha. One more breath here. And then let's bring our palms together, return to your natural rhythm. Open our practice by chanting Om 3 times. And today I invite you to offer up Om to your physical self, to your subtle self, the breath body, to your emotional body, to the natural being that you are. Inhale fully. Om. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Hands to your eyebrow center. Namaste and welcome. So let's start our practice. We're going to start with Kapalabhati breath, and you'll notice I'm wearing my mala, my beads. So my mala beads. I'm going to just show you, do you a little quick intro to if you do have beads when you're chanting mantra to help you get into your meditation practice. Just wanted to show you how to use your beads. So you have this bit here, and then the bead that sort of sits there, that bead there, that's the guru bead. So you start by holding that guru bead between your thumb and your middle finger. And for your index finger, either fold it in or extend it out. So we don't pass the beads through our index finger. We pass the bead through our index finger, middle finger. So we use the thumb and to move the beads along. And my mala has 108 beads. So I chant 108 times. So I'll just show you a little bit. So you take your mala bead and you curl it into your left palm. Remember, that's the receptive left side. The right side is the dynamic, active side. So this is where we move the energy through. We place the guru bead on our middle finger, and then we start the count on the bead after the guru bead. So we start it on that first bead after the guru bead. And we hold the left palm somewhere near our solar plexus, our Manipur chakra, and we can hold the guru bead, the hand at the heart, or you can hold it lower down. So see where you want to hold it. There's 2 places. So you can have it at the root, or you can have it at the solar plexus. And then you pass the bead towards your heart, towards your body. And you keep your middle finger as the sort of stabilizing along which you slide the bead over. So you use your thumb to move the bead towards you, and you move the bead 1 bead at a time per chant. So for example, you might be saying so hum, and then each time you chant, you move the bead. You can chant out loud or softly or silently. So for example, the mantra we've been using is Om Gate Gate Parasam Gate Bodhisoha. Gone, gone, way gone, beyond gone. So be it. To connect to this autumnal release and letting go. So for each whole of the mantra, you would have 1 bead per mantra. And then you can do as many as you like. So you could do you have less beads, so for example, you can always use your hand, wrist, arm beads. So these smaller beads, you could always use these. And they don't have the guru bead. So for example, if I was going to use this one with my stones, I could use, I was using this one, so you can see this one's got my chakra stones in it. So I could just use the black stones, the tourmaline stones, to do my mantra. And then I could do less if I wanted to do less rounds than 108. If I wanted to do 3 rounds, 6 rounds, 11 rounds, 21 rounds, 27 rounds, 54 rounds. We could do however many or however few we want to do. And then you would have one whole mantra. So for the Ongate mantra, I would chant one whole round. Ongate, gate, parasamgate, bodhisoha. And then I move to the next bead. Ongate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhisoha. Now the next bead. And so on towards my heart. And then when I've done the whole round, when I get to the end, so I'll have probably the guru bead in my hand. So when I get to the end, I then stop. I don't count the guru bead and I don't use the guru bead. If I was going to do more rounds than 108, and then I would go back on myself. So I would turn and then turn the whole thing. So I wouldn't pass over the guru bead, I'd turn the mala around. So you would never pass the guru bead. You'll get to the guru bead and then you'll turn your mala and then start again on the other side. The guru bead is the bead of enlightenment. And so that's the bead that we show the greatest respect to, so which means we don't handle it and we don't pass over it. We move with respect around it. And the reason we use our thumb and our middle finger rather than that, so the thumb is Agni and the middle finger is Akash. So Agni is the power of transformation. And this Akash, space, ether, is the expansion. So we transform in order to expand. And that's the journey of chanting and meditation, is we transform ourselves and we expand to become one with the universe. And that's why we use the thumb and middle finger. And we keep the index finger out of the way, but also there's like the practice of socha, or cleanliness. We don't tend to use our index finger for example, when we're doing offerings or when we're lighting anything, we'll keep that index finger out of the way. Because the index finger, we use it for like sort of daily physical self-care a lot. So this is really to kind of just as a socha practice, as a cleanliness practice. Keep it out. And your guru beads, always treat them, your mala beads, always treat them with respect. So if you place them on your mat, place them at the head of your mat so that your feet don't point towards it, or you place it up away from the earth. So just a quick little one for when you do your chanting and mantra. Sorry, little mini lecture, you probably weren't even prepared for that. Let's come on to our mats, if you've moved away to get your beads or have a look at them. And I think I might offer a chanting and meditation class one time soon, so that we can, if you have beads and you want to join in, we can do that together one time. Let's come back onto our seats. Connect with your breath. Going to do one round of Kapalabhati, shining skull breath, this warming breath to warm us in this cooling season of autumn as temperature begins to drop. So Kapalabhati breath is an active exhale and a passive inhale. And you want to inhale, you want to draw your navel in towards your spine and pump your belly. So you can place your hand on your lower belly and practice this pumping, so drawing your navel backwards and forwards. This is the breath, how we move the breath. So let's take a breath in and then force the breath out through your nose. And as you do that, draw your navel back towards the spine. So take a breath in. So every time you exhale through your nose, it's a forceful, strong breath out through your nose. And you pump your belly in as you breathe out. And then as your belly expands and you take that in-breath, it's a passive in-breath. Because the force of the out-breath will create space for the in-breath. So let's take a breath in. Forceful breath out through your nose. Pump your belly back towards your spine each time you make that exhale. Keep doing that, and I'll turn to the side so that you can see how my belly is moving. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, exhale completely. Hold the breath out. Bring your chin down towards your throat. Holding the breath in. Lift your chin. And take a full breath in and out, your natural rhythm. We're just going to do one round here and we'll do another round at the end of our practice. Let's place our right palm on the earth. Inhale, let's reach up and over. Use your apan mudra rather, what your pran mudra. So middle and ring finger touching your thumb, index and little finger extended. Breathe here into your belly. One more breath. Exhaling, let's sweep round over to the other side. Inhale, sweeping round. So this practice of Sharad for autumn season is a practice of letting go, of releasing, washing out. Sweep round to the other side. One more breath here. Take a moment now. Inhale, sweep through center and let's stay here. Reach your arms as far forward as they can go. Maintain the connection between your sit bones and the earth. One more breath here. Move your left hand to the middle and sweep your right arm underneath your left arm now. So coming into this variation of a twist that we normally do. So left arm reaching forward and thread your right arm underneath your left arm. This is going to feel intense in your hips in particular. So here we're connecting with the root chakra, the Muladhara. Muladhara is for letting go, for releasing and surrendering. And our deep connection with the earth, the deep connection with the cycles of nature. Sit with this earth chakra. One more breath here. Let's bring the right hand back to center. And let's thread the left arm underneath the right arm here. Breathing in to your belly. Breathing out into the space. One more breath. Release the left arm. Let's come directly onto our knees. Here. Place your knees aligned underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Inhaling, lift your tailbone, lower your abdomen, lift your heart. Exhaling, rounding through, drawing the navel up again, your spine rounding deeply through your shoulders, creating lots of space. One more round here in this cycle of cat-cow. And then come to neutral. Let's extend the right leg long, tuck the foot here. Shift the weight into your right hand and reach up with your left arm. I invite you to take the back of your left hand to your lower back here and spiral your heart. Holding here for a moment. And then let's turn our gaze down towards the earth. Bring the left hand to the earth. And now drop onto the sole of your right foot. And let's reach up with our right hand. So this is more of a challenge for our balance. And again, you can take the right hand to your lower back. And perhaps here you can spiral your gaze up towards the sky. Again, this will challenge our balance. So in the season of autumn, when the winds are blowing, when the air is rushing around us, staying steady and stable can feel like a challenge. Turn your gaze back down towards the earth. Let's bring the right hand to the earth. Lift your right leg so it's parallel to the earth. Option to stay here or to reach forward with your left arm. One more breath. Bend your right knee. Sweep your left hand back towards your foot. You may connect with your foot or simply reach back towards your foot. Yogi's choice. And with each out breath, connect with what you are releasing. So we're connecting with the layers of our body today, the physical, the subtle, the emotional. So the breath body, the emotional body, the physical body. Think about each layer of your body and what you wish to shed. Imagine that you are shedding the layers of your skin to transform. Let's release the hand back to the earth. Bring that right knee in towards the heart space, round through your upper back. Now let's release the knee to the earth. Let's come onto our sit bones for a moment, just to release the weight onto our right hand. So rotate your wrists one way and the other way. And then let's turn over to the left. Place your fingertips on the earth. Take your gaze over your left shoulder. So physically, you may wish to let go of any pain or scars or injuries that you may be, or health conditions you're holding in your physical body. Inhale to center. Let's counter twist over to the right now. Look over your right shoulder. In your breath body, you may wish to release tension that you hold, shortness of breath that you hold, sort of anxiety, panic attacks you may experience, all of those kind of challenges that we experience, psychological challenges, mental health challenges we experience, we tend to feel them in our breath. The breath lets us know how we are feeling psychologically and mentally. Inhale back to center. Let's come onto all fours again. This time, let's repeat our practice on the other side. So extend your left leg long now. Tuck the ball of your foot. Shift the weight into your left arm and reach up with your right arm to the sky. And again, bring your Apan Mudra. And when we think about what we wish to release in our emotional body, Perhaps we want to release negative emotions that we're holding, or emotions that tend to overwhelm us, that we wish to reduce the intensity and impact of them. Let's bring the right hand back down to the earth. Oh, actually, we didn't turn the right hand to the back of our lower back. So let's take the right hand to our lower back before we return it to the earth. Make sure that our practice is parallel. One more breath here. Spiral your gaze down. Let's bring the right hand to the earth. Drop the left foot to the earth now and reach up with our left fingers to the sky. So in each layer of our body, we think about how the trees shed the leaves, the plants shed the flowers, animals shed their coat. It's to release and let go so that we can begin anew in the spring. Bring that left hand to the back, your lower back, so placing the back of your hand on your lower back. Maybe you spiral your gaze up towards the sky. If it makes you feel dizzy, keep your gaze parallel or down towards the earth. Your drishti, your gaze. One more breath here. Let's turn our gaze back down towards the earth, followed by a hand. Take a moment here. And then let's lift that leg so it's parallel to the earth. Again, you can reach forward with your right hand to come into a balance here. Bend into your left knee and reach back with your right hand towards your foot. You may connect with your ankle. One more breath. Then let's release our hand back to the earth. Draw that left knee in towards your heart, rounding through your back. Bring the knee to the earth. Come back onto your sit bones. Let's bring our hands so that we can reach out. Spiral your fingertips. Bring your arms parallel. Let's take the right elbow underneath the left. Hands can come to shoulders or backs of hands together, or right fingertips on your left palm. Come into your version of eagle arms, Garudasana. So you can be in different places. Lift your elbows so they're parallel to your shoulders. As you exhale, release a layer that you wish to let go of. Exhale, release it down into the earth. Let's bring our fingertips down towards the earth. So you can see how we're beginning to prepare for winter. Winter is when we curl up, hibernate, withdraw. So autumn is a transitional season. A season when we move from one to the next. A season of change, of transformation. Inhale, let's engage your core, then rise up. Exhale, open your arms. And this time, let's take the left elbow underneath the right elbow. And again, cross up the shoulders, backs of hands, or left fingertips on the right palm. Lift your elbows. And now think about another layer that you wish to shed and release in this season of this ritu of Sharad. Exhaling, let go. And use your breath to release into the earth. All of nature releases back into the earth. All of us return back to the earth. One more breath. Inhale your core Engage to rise. Unwrap your arms. Let's come onto our knees, coming into Ustrasana, camel pose. So you have an option of tucking your toes here. You also have the option of placing your feet on some blocks or a rolled up blanket or a cushion, because that will just create a little bit more space. So for example, I can always tuck my toes. And then it gives me, so when I reach back, I have a little bit my heels or a little bit closer to my hands. So you can be in different places here. So let's lengthen, engage the core, open the heart, just roll your shoulders down, draw your shoulder blades together. Let's place our hands on our lower back to start with. Lift our gaze up towards the corner where the ceiling meets the wall. One breath here. And when you're ready, you can reach back towards your heel with one hand. And then perhaps the other hand. Hips and pelvis are reaching forward. Shoulder blades are coming together. Chin can be tucked here so that you are protecting your neck and head. The weight of your head is not putting too much of a strain on your neck. So you might have a very small, gentle back bend or a much deeper back bend. Remember, we are all built differently. Nature has gifted us with different bodies. Wherever you are working hard here. One more breath. Let's bring your hands to support your lower back first. Begin to align and realign your spine. And then let's melt our sit bones back towards our heels. Bring our hands to the earth and bow down towards the earth with our crown. So resting your crown ever so gently on the earth. Shashangasana, hair pose. This is the counter pose to Ustrasana, camel pose. You can always take your hands to the back of your heels and round deeply through your upper back. You will feel a release in your lower back here. So there's no weight on my head at all. My hair is brushing the earth here. Bringing your hands back to support you, if not already. Neutral spine. Tuck your toes. Engage your core. Inhale, lift your knees and hover here for a moment. Hovering here. And if you wish, you can reach back with one leg long. Just keep the football toes tucked. That's going to feel like more of a challenge, so we're firing up here, warming ourselves. Let's bring that knee back and then maybe extend the other leg. Bring both knees back and then lift your tailbone here to the sky. Pedal your feet in Parvatasana. So spread your fingers wide, index fingers pointing forward. Turn the insides of your elbows so they're facing forward. Ears between your arms, tailbone reaching up. Let's come into stillness. One full breath here. Let's take a lion's breath. Inhale through your nose. Out through open mouth, poking your tongue. Let's walk to the top of our mat. Or you can jump if you so wish. If you have, that will fire you up if you are feeling so drawn. Forward fold here at the top of your mat. Let's walk our hands over to the left. Bend deeply into your knees. And let's bring our hands into prayer here. Hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Press the left palm into the right palm. So moving directly into low Utkatasana, Parivrita Utkatasana, twisted chair pose. One breath here. Turn your gaze down towards the earth, bring your fingertips back. Straighten through your legs a little bit to release, and then let's walk the hands over to the right. Bend deeply into your knees. And now let's hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee and come into a twist on this side. Left palm pressing into the right palm. Your thighs are going to be feeling this. So you can always have a less of an intense bend in your knees if you wish. One more breath, release the hands to the earth, bring them back to center. Let's straighten through your legs, come to halfway lift. So bring your hands to your thighs, crown reaching forward, tailbone reaching back. This will help release that tension we just experienced in our thighs. Tucking your elbows in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms through. Come to chair with your hands reaching forward, parallel to the earth, hands in Apan Mudra. One more breath here. Sit as low as you can. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a breath again. So we're creating here some fire, some transformative firepower, Agni. So often in autumn, if you think about what we do in autumn, we often burn the leaves. We often create fires in autumn. We have wood burners, bonfire nights. We have ceremonies such as Diwali and fireworks night and so on to light up, to create some warmth. Reach up, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands to your knees, halfway lift, knees or shins, not knees, thighs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arm up. Ardha Surya Namaskar. Exhale, hands to your heart. Half sun salutations one more time. Inhale, reach up, gentle back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands on shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise up, gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last round. Inhale, reach up, gentle back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips can be on the earth this time. Crown reaching forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Adding on Surya Namaskar, full sun salutations. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold down towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's step the right leg back long. Drop the right knee here. Untuck the toes. Take a moment here in low lunge. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Let's hook the right elbow over the left knee. Press down into your right palm with the left palm. One breath here. Option to release the right fingertips to the earth and left fingertips up to the sky. Bringing your hands back together. Turn your gaze to the earth, hands to the earth, tuck your toes, lift your right knee, step back long, body parallel. You can bring your knees directly to the earth. Exhale, knees, chest and chin, Ashtanga to the earth. Slide your abdomen away, bringing your abdomen directly to, sliding your knees away, bring your abdomen to the earth. Let's bring your hands underneath your shoulders to rise in Cobra, Bhujangasana. Lower your eyebrow center. Inhale to rise up. Let's do this 3 times, flowing here. Lowering eyebrow center to the earth, rising up. So adding to our sun salutations. And now let's bend into your knees. Reach back with one hand and then with the other hand. Take hold of your ankles or reach back towards your ankles. Inhaling, we're going to rise in Dhanurasana, bow pose. Lift your gaze, lift your heart, lift your knees. So this may be very gentle like me, my back is very stiff and has many stories to tell. Exhale, lower your eyebrow center, release your knees. Take a moment here to align. Press into your hands. Gently rise onto your knees. Let's come back into child's pose, Balasana here. The counter pose to Dhanurasana. And again, as you sink down towards the earth, connect with what we are releasing in this changeable season. What is it you wish to change? What change do you wish to effect? One more breath. Lift your eyebrow center. Let's move into mountain through table. Coming to your Parvatasana. Let's bring the left knee to the earth. Step forward with the right foot. Take a moment here. Place the left hand on the earth. Reach up with your right arm to the sky. Take your right hand to the lower back. Spiral your heart up towards the sky even more. Sink with your lower body. Sink your Mulaga down towards the earth, spiraling your heart towards the sky, the connection between the sky and earth. One more breath here, then spiral your heart down, your gaze down towards the earth, tuck your toes. Let's step forward with the left foot to meet the right. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a breath here. Step to the top of your mat if not already. Let's repeat this on the other side. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, swan dive down towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins or fingers on earth. Exhale, fold. Let's step the left leg long behind us and bring the knee to the earth. So take a moment here in low lunge and turn around so you can see me. Inhale, hands to heart. Let's turn and hook our left elbow over our right knee. Press into your left palm with your right palm. Coming into a twist. Find a drishti and focus there. If you move your gaze around, it might destabilize you. One more breath here. You can release your left fingertips to the earth and right fingertips to the sky. Have your Apan Mudra here. So you'll notice how my breath changes and moves here. Exhale, hands together. Spiral your gaze down towards the earth, followed by your heart. Take a moment here. Let's tuck the left toes. Lift the left knee and come back into plank, Balantasana. You can bring your knees directly to the earth, or you can take a pause here. Exhale, knees, untuck your toes, bending into your elbows, lift your tailbone and bring your heart and chin to the earth. Ashtanga. Slide your knees away, bring your abdomen to the earth. Let's flow 3 times into Bhujangasana, Cobra. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale to lower. And again, connect with what it is you wish to release. So literally the snake shedding its skin is the most potent example of letting go, of releasing, of shedding, so that you can reveal and uncover something deeper, something new, something fresh, or your true self, the inner essence. One more breath here. And let's bend into our knees. We're going to reach back towards our toes, towards our ankles rather. And when you're ready, lift your eyebrow center, lift your knees, lift your heart space. Dhanurasana, bow pose, your variation. Exhale, release your eyebrow center, release your ankles. Bring your hands to the earth. Release your legs long. We're going to move very slowly back into child's pose. Full breath in, full breath out. Counter pose to a Dhanurasana, Balasana. Inhale, lift your gaze, come back into Parvatasana, mountain, your variation. I'm going to turn around so I'm facing the right way. So I'm confusing myself. So let's bring the right knee to the earth, step forward with the left foot. Plant your right hand and let's take the left fingertips up to the sky. Take your left hand behind your lower back, spiral your heart and your gaze towards the sky. Om gatte gatte paragatte parasamgatte buddhi soha. Sense of gone, gone, way beyond gone. Awaken, body means awaken, so be it. So with the letting go, then the revelation takes place. The depths are revealed. One more breath, turn your gaze down, bring your hand back to the earth. Let's step forward with the right foot to meet the left. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a moment here. While we're standing here, we're going to connect with our Kapalabhati breath. Okay. So when you're standing, it's going to feel very different. So come into your Tadasana, your standing mountain. Lift your toes, place them on the earth one by one. Again, bring your hands into your Apana Mudra if you so wish. I like to tuck my elbows in when I do any standing breath. Closing your eyes or finding a point on the horizon that's not going to move. So remember, Kapalabhati breath, shining skull breath, is an active exhale forcefully through the nose. And as you do that, you draw your navel in towards your spine. So you'll see my belly go in and out. So that's what you want to see. You want to see this pumping action happening at the belly. Inhale fully. Exhale forcefully through your nose. Draw your navel towards your spine as you do that. So that passive inhale will expand the belly. The active exhale will draw the belly back towards your spine. 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Bring your chin to your throat. Jalandhar Bandh. Hold for as long as you can to release and let go. And I invite you to turn your palms down for this part. Lift your chin. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Let's come into our balance. So our balance is going to be Garudasana, eagle. We'll move to it through tree pose. So we'll come into tree pose and then eagle. Again, find your Tadasana. Shift your weight into your left leg. Lift your right heel and place the ankle. Place the right heel on your left ankle, your left shin, the inside of your shin, or your left thigh. You may need to have helping hands here. Have your hands in your Apana Mudra. So you can have them tucked in, and you can have them down towards the earth, the yogi's choice. So today, because I want a little bit of a lift in my practice today, I'm having my palms up. So even though we're doing a very grounding practice, you can still have a little bit of light energy. And you can introduce that light energy simply by how you position your mudra. One more breath here. From here, we're going to transition directly into Garudasana. So releasing your right leg, let's cross it over the left leg. You can bring the right toes to the earth for balance. You can wrap them round your left leg. Keeping your hands and your elbows tucked in here for the moment. Now, if you wish to come into your Garudasana arms, take the right elbow underneath the left elbow. Come into your variation. So you can have backs of hands, hands on shoulders. You can have your palms together. And I'm keeping my Apana Mudra gesture and my hand gesture here. So even though I have my arms wrapped around each other, I'm maintaining my mudra. One more breath here. Open out your arms, tuck them in, uncross your leg. Shake it out if you need to. Let's go to the other leg now. So shift the weight into your right leg this time. Lift the left heel and bring it to the right ankle or shin or inner thigh. Yogi's choice. I like to have a helping hand here. And again, option to have your arms down towards the earth or tucked in. Remember, your thumb is connected with your ring and middle finger, index and little finger extended. Om Gate, Gate, Paragate, Parasamgate, Buddhi Soha. One more breath here. And then when you're ready, let's cross that left leg over the right. And again, you can bring the toes to the earth. That can be your variation for eagle, Garudasana. You can wrap them around. To wrap them around, you might need to sit a little lower. Be wobbly a bit like me. So again, let's keep our elbows tucked for the moment. Let go, release, surrender. Again, connect with what you are releasing from your physical body, your breath body, your emotional body. We'll talk about these bodies in the next round of practice. So when we finish with the season practice, we're going to move into the body practice, the Panchamaya Kosha. That's coming up after we finish the seasons. Let's take our arms and let's take our left elbow underneath our right elbow this time. So again, hands can come onto your shoulders, backs of hands, or wrap them around your variation. And if you fall out of your Garudasana, just simply come back. And we'll always keep those right toes on the earth for balance. One more breath. Wherever you are, you might feel wobblier on one side compared to the other. Open out your arms, tuck them in, cross your legs, shake it out. Let's come down towards the earth. Take your legs wide. I'm going to come through squat. So remember, when you come to the earth, you can sit directly on the earth or sit on blocks, yogi's choice. So you could be on the earth like this. You could be sitting on your blocks. Or a low footstool. Yeah, where there's so many options open to us. Have your Apan Mudra here, wherever variation you're in of Malasana. Hands down towards the earth. Use the inside of your elbows, the elbows on the inside of your knees. And then you can just create a little bit of opening here. Om Gate, Gate. Paragate, Parasamgate, Buddhi Soha. Gone, gone. Way gone, beyond gone, awake, so be it. Release and let go of all that you need to with your out breath. Release it down into the earth. So we have a physical practice to harmonize with the seasons. The internal synthesizes with the external. And we bring balance. So in the season of autumn, Sharad ritu, when all is changing, the Vata energy is high. We bring in a grounding energy. We bring in more Kapha, more Pitta practice to ourselves. One more breath, and then let's come down to the earth. You might want to bring your legs into Baddha Konasana, butterfly, just for the moment. Let's rub your toes, massage your feet. If you have some oil, spend a little bit of time massaging your feet. My feet are very dry. So you all know, I don't need to tell you that I'm Vata Pitta. So my feet are cold. My skin is dry. This is the energy of the season. So for those of us who have more Vata in us, the season of autumn can really conflate that energy. Crossing your legs, let's come into our Sukhasana so that we can close our practice. If you wish to take Shavasana today, please take Shavasana. Our time together is almost up, but I invite you to take Shavasana and close your practice when you're ready to. Let's bring our hands together at our heart center. Take a full breath in through your nose. Full breath out through open mouth. Release, release, let go. In breath. And for each Shanti, offer it up to the layers that you have released. The physical layer, the breath layer, the subtle body, the emotional body. You have released something within each layer. You're shedding the skin, shedding the leaves. And Shanti can be offered up to each layer. Inhale. Om Shanti. 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 Dhanyavad. Thank you very much. Come here. My dog knows Shanti. You know, Shanti means it's the end of the practice. He immediately lifted his head, jumped off his chair, and here he is. Dogs are very good yogis. So thank you everyone for joining me today. And like and subscribe my YouTube channel. We just need 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. We've got 250. And then once we get 1,000 subscribers, we can have live gong baths, which is my dream, is to share live gong baths. So pre-recording them and then uploading them, because YouTube doesn't let me do it any other way. So please like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family, and just ask them to please like it, because it will help us get live gong baths. So thank you, my yogis. Have a wonderful day. So, I don't know. Thank you.